Welcome to
The Game Show.
Today's subject is Conics. With our two competitors tonight, Alexander Hamilton and Guinevere Franklin. Let's get to our contestants. Welcome, contestants. Please give your buzzer noise. Alexander Hamilton, you're first.
Buzz.
Guinevere Franklin, you're next.
Click.
Excellent. Nice choice. Now, on to our first question. Your equation is y equals x squared minus 5x plus 6. Please give the conic that this will make on a graph.
Buzz.
Alexander Hamilton.
I'm going to go with a parabola.
That is correct. That's 10 points for you, Alexander Hamilton. Now, for extra points, 5 extra points, can you elaborate on why this would make a parabola?
Well, if you look at the equation, the x's are on one side and the y's are on the other. The only thing that's confusing about this one is that you have to complete the square to get your x's down to where it needs to be. But you can tell it's a parabola because the x will be squared in the final solution, and it will equal just a y.
That is correct, Alexander Hamilton. That's 15 points for you, and no points for you, Benedict Flagon. Now, on to our bonus round. Here, Benevolent Flagodinen, you can earn 20 extra points to overcome Alexander Hamilton with his 15. On to the bonus round, gentlemen. After this commercial break, we'll be right back, folks.
The Game Show.
Welcome back. We're about to go underway with our bonus round with Alexander Hamilton and Benny Stedman. Here, you're going to graph the parabola, of which the equation that we stated in the basic round 1 that you previously saw before our commercial break. You have 10 seconds, gentlemen, to graph the parabola, starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down, gentlemen. Let's see those graphs. Alexander Hamilton, I see your graph is perfect. I see where you plugged A into the P equation, which we all know is
1 over 4a.
And then I saw that you subtracted the P from the vertex to get your directrix as seen below, which is a line and not a point, as we all know. And you added the P to the vertex to get the focus that we can see as a point above the parabola. And your AOS goes straight through the middle of the parabola, separating it into 2 symmetrical pieces. Well done, Alexander Hamilton. And Benjamin Frankenbeans? No, that's not right. On to our next round, gentlemen. Basic round 2, which we will see after these commercial breaks. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
The Game Show.
Welcome back to round 2, ladies and gentlemen. In the lead, we currently have Alexander Hamilton with 35 points. Reed Randolph is slightly behind with 0 points. Not something to celebrate, Reed. On to round 2. Nothing like sportsman conduct to see in this amazing game show. Your round 2 equation is x squared plus y squared equals 16. Name that conic.
Click.
Reed Randolph.
Parabola.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. Alexander Hamilton, do you have a better answer?
I think I'm going to go with a circle.
That is correct, Alexander Hamilton. That's an extra 10 points to you. Do you know the drill? Challenge round, 5 points. Why is it a circle?
Well, the coefficients of both the variables are the same. They're added to each other, and they're both squared, and they're equal to a perfect square. And that's how you know it's a circle.
That is correct, Alexander Hamilton. You are now in the lead by 50 points, plus 15 to your normal score of 35. Benny, your score is still at 0. You're really going to have to do some catching up. On to our bonus round, where you'll both graph that circle in the equation. Please, gentlemen, to your papers. You have 10 seconds to draw the circle, starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. You have your answers ready. Please let me see. We'll start with Corey Davidson. I see that's a square you've drawn there. I'm sorry, that's not right. But Alexander Hamilton, that's another circle. That's a circle with the, what is this? Radius of 4. That's right, because in the equation equal to 16, and the square of 16 is 4, which gave you, as you can see there, a radius of 4. Well, very well done. That's a perfect circle, if I do say so myself. That brings the score to 70 points to 0 points. You're going to have to do some catching up. And that catching up will have to be in round 3. We'll be right back after these messages. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
The game show.
And welcome back to round 3, ladies and gentlemen. This third round will prove to be even harder than the last two. Alexander Hamilton, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Benjamin Franklin, are you ready?
Oh. Gotcha.
I will take that as a yes. Round 3, gentlemen. Here is your equation. X squared over 16 plus y squared over 4 equals 1.
Buzz.
Alexander Hamilton.
Ellipse.
That is correct. It is indeed an ellipse. 5 extra points. How is it an ellipse?
The x is squared and the y is squared. They're added to each other, but they're both individually over perfect squares. In this case, 16 and 4. And it also equals 1. And that's how you tell that it's an ellipse.
That is absolutely correct. That brings your total up to 85 points. Now, Benjamin Franklin, you can earn up to 20 points in this bonus round to catch up to Alexander Hamilton. But you'll have to see if we can do that after these commercial breaks. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
The game show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the bonus round, the third round ellipses, as we've discovered. Alexander Hamilton, you are in the lead with 85 points. George Washington, 0 points. That's okay, George. You can catch up to 20 points in this bonus round. As you know, this is where you're going to be graphing the ellipse of the equation. You have 10 seconds to graph, starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and cut. Alexander Hamilton, let's see your graph. I can see that you did your ellipse perfectly. Your equation was x squared over 16 plus y squared over 4 equals 1. I can see that you moved your graph 4 spaces on the x-axis, which is 16 squared. Very well done. And you even found your focus, which is 16 minus 4 square root, which is the square root of 12. I see your focus is there, marked with the F, in fact. Very well done, Alexander Hamilton. That brings your score up to 105. And George Washington, you did that the wrong way. That's literally flipped. You did not do that correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, do not do what George Washington just did.
You know what? Be quiet.
Our fourth round is next, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the most stressful, the most anxiety round in the game. right after these messages. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
The game show.
The gladiators enter the arena. Welcome to round 4, the final round in the game show. To catch you up, Alexander Hamilton has 105 points. Bailey Holmes is behind by none other than 105. You have 0 points. In other words, Bailey Holmes. Are you ready for your equation? Your equation for round 4 is x squared over 9
Click.
minus...
Click. In lead rows.
That's... Bailey, that's not even a conic. I'm sorry. Alexander Hamilton, I'll finish the equation for you. Bailey, you know that you cannot buzz in. X squared over 9 minus y squared over 16 equals 1. Hamilton, what is your answer?
I'm going to go with the last out of the 4 conics and say hyperbola.
You're absolutely right. It is the last one, and some students regard it as the hardest conic. You just added 10 points to your score, 115 points. But can you add 5 extra to bring your total up to 120 to explain this hardest, most difficult conic there is out of the 4?
Well, hyperbolas look almost the exact same as an ellipse. The only difference here, and this is what separates a hyperbola from every other conic, is that the x and the y are subtracted instead of added.
You're absolutely right. They both equal 1. Both the x and the y are both squared. You are right, Alexander Hamilton. Let's see if you can add 20 points to that 120 score in the bonus round right after these messages. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
The game show.
Round 4, the bonus round. Hyperbolas. Alexander Hamilton is in the lead by 120 points, and Bubba Force is still at 0. This is the bonus round, gentlemen. You'll be graphing the hyperbola in the equation given earlier. You have 5 seconds starting now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Well done, gentlemen, well done. I don't know anyone else who could draw a hyperbola in 5 seconds, along with its foci, I hope. Alexander Hamilton, you're first. Ah, yes, of course, another product of Alexander Hamilton. A perfect hyperbola, as you can see there. As you can see, he added the 9 and the 16 and got 24! Wait a second. 24? 9 plus 16 equals 25. That would mean the foci move 5 on the x-axis and not radical 24. Alexander Hamilton, that's not right. Bubba Forrest. Let's see your hyperbola. Please stop shaking your paper. I see that you've done the hyperbola correctly. 9 plus 16 equals 25. You've put that in your foci equation. You've moved your foci 5 points on the x line. Bubba Forrest, that is correct. You just earned yourself from 0 points in comparison to Alexander Hamilton's 120. Bubba Forrest, you just earned 121 points. Well done. You've won the game. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. This has been a great show. Thank you for coming and for seeing Bubba Forrest's victory over Alexander Hamilton. We'll see you next time on the
game show.